Hey gang, how are you? Welcome to Thirsty Thursdays Live with Yandy. I'm Alicia, and let's start happy hour. Oh, I am excited for sure for happy hour. You guys know this is my favorite part of the week. Alicia is going to be on today with me, so I'm super jazzed about that. What are you guys drinking out there? Oh my gosh, so many people. I love it. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Hey, Yandy Live. Hey, Lauren. Cheers, guys. Cheers to you today. I see her. I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Oh, hold on one second. Aisha, if you're in, leave me a comment or send a request because I'm getting, I love you guys, but I can't go live with all of you. So I'm getting a ton of requests, but they're not my actual guests for today. I love that you guys all want to go live. You're so adorbs. You're drinking, someone's drinking Red Stripe. Alex is drinking Red Stripe. Yeah. What drink do you want? Oh, here we go. There she is. It's like drum roll.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
I'm good. Are you just still making your drink in the kitchen?
I am, yes. I'm going to slide and open this bottle of wine, I think.
Rock it out.
But yeah, I'm here. Let's chat.
Let's chat. Well, wait, what are you drinking? What kind of wine are you drinking?
This is a bottle of wine that my friend gave me on my 30th, and it actually has a picture of me on it, which...
No way.
Yeah, I don't have any other wine. Do we have anything else here? I don't feel like we do. Maybe we do something else. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so if you guys are wondering,
Whatever.
this is Aisha and Aisha Perry Iqbal. Did I say it right?
Yes.
And she is a model, a fashion columnist, and she is now a fashion brand owner.
Yes.
Props, girl. Cheers to you.
Cheers. I'm cheersing my iced tea right now. I'm actually going to have some more of that. I can't find my bottle. Whatever. Oh, the last time I was on here, I was drinking iced tea as well. I was like,
I think you were.
Yeah, love a bit of iced tea.
That's okay. I'm drinking this like random pink ginger beer. Like I made like a Moscow Mule, but like a pink one. It's this pink ginger beer that I found at and like some what flavor? I think it was like a raspberry vodka or something. So it's kind of a mule, kind of not.
Did you have like a or something the last time we did this? I feel like you did.
Oh yeah, I'm deep into the old fashions.
Yes, you definitely had an old fashioned last time because the cup looked similar, but the drink was different.
The drink is way different. Here, I'll tell you this too. So I treated myself to my own Christmas. Someone says Alicia and her pink. I love it. I treated myself to my own Christmas gift, which was I found the glass distributor who makes the glasses that they use to serve drinks at Juniper Bar at the Park MGM because it's one of my favorite bars to go to. And so I found the glass distributor, and then I found someone that I was able to convince to sell me just a set of 6 of them instead of like a restaurant case pack of 50.
So now,
because I love these glasses so much.
Well, you've brought it home now, so have a fabulous time considering we're all stuck in the house. Well, we are in LA anyway.
You're in LA. You're under super lockdown, right?
Yeah, but it's tragic. Tragic.
I'm sorry. You're like, yeah, bitch. Tragic. Okay, all right. Right at the top, I have some holiday rapid fire questions to get you right into happy hour. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, everybody else answer below. You know the drill.
Okay.
So these are holiday related. What's your favorite reindeer?
Rudolph, of course.
Okay. Did you love seeing Santa as a kid, or did he make you cry?
I think it depended on my mood.
Oh,
I wanted to tell him what presents I wanted, but I don't know. There's definitely pictures of me crying with Santa, so I think it's there. Every kid
it
cries.
just depends. It depends on if the Santa's nice and how you're feeling that day. I get it.
The vibe, the energy from the Santa. So I feel
Yeah.
like because we're off, so I was off.
Sometimes if they're tired, you're like, what? I'm not.
I think I'll pop in and interested and wants to listen to your present request.
Right. Like, are you taking notes?
Right. Like, because I need this under the tree at Christmas.
I love it. You're like, get it down, Santa. Okay, are you a good gift giver?
Yes, I am. I'm a thoughtful gift giver.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, all right, I'll keep that in mind. Do you peek at your Christmas gifts, or do you like to be surprised?
No, I don't peep at my Christmas gifts. I used to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But now, no, I don't. I leave them under the Christmas tree. I'm good. I'll wait. I like the surprise on Christmas Day.
That's good. That's smart. I think looking is the worst. The worst is also looking at your bank statement and figuring out exactly where your gifts are coming from.
Oh no, let's not go there. But
Joint checking account.
but what I will I don't know. I feel like I get so many things sent to me. This is gonna sound really bougie, but I get so many things sent to me that the novelty of Christmas is just like it kind of has gone down a bit. So for me, I would rather just wait and be surprised than peak because it's not like I don't get packages every week
All the time.
So it kind of is that like, oh my God, I need to know. It's kind of killed that for me.
So then do you like giving gifts more than receiving?
Yeah. Yeah, I like giving in the person's face when they open the gift. That's more exciting for me than receiving a gift.
That's the best feeling when someone like gets really, really excited about something that you worked hard on.
Yeah.
Good job, me. Would you ever give sex toys as a Christmas gift?
Yes.
To who?
Like, of course.
Who would you give them to?
Yo, I low-key want to get one for my boyfriend at Christmas, but he's sitting here staring at me right now, so I'm not going to say anything else.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. Have you ever been drunk at a family Christmas event and had to hide it?
Oh my God, when I was 13, I was at my friend's family event and they had a full bar in their house. We went in the bar and we made like these concoctions. Obviously, we didn't really know much about alcohol then, and we were annihilated. And we had, but they ended up noticing because when you have a rug on like a wooden floor, I walked onto the rug and slipped. The rug slid across the room, and I fell backwards and banged my head on the floor because I was so drunk. And then finally, her grandmother figured it out, but. That's the one time that's happened to me.
Do you remember what you drank? Were you like off that liquor for forever as an adult?
They had everything. So I just remember like, just kind of, I was 13. I was just like, mixing it all in. We were like, oh, let's try this. And me and my best friend at the time, we thought it was so funny. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Hi, Six. Love you. I don't think I've ever been drunk at a wait. Oh no, that's not true. I have been drunk at a family event. I didn't quite like hide it on purpose, but when I was like, I think I was 20, I went back to see my grandma in Cleveland, Ohio, and my grandpa had a bar in the basement with like all his bowling trophies and like Christmas lights, like a super Midwest thing to have a bar in the basement. And my dad found us like 2 hours later because we just started drinking like 7 and 7s, and we were plastered, and my grandma was like 80. So We weren't really hiding, but it just happened. And I like, that's one of my greatest memories ever of my grandma Ann. Shout out Grandma Ann.
Wow. Grandmas that catch us for real. The parents are usually too drunk, so they don't even notice.
Right. They're off like, I don't know, doing crap. And you're like, bye. Grandma's like, come with me. Okay. Sex on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Both. Can I say both?
Yeah.
I just like to have sex, man. So yeah, both.
So sounds good. Okay.
But if I had to pick one, it would be Christmas Eve because we gotta do the build up, and then Christmas Day will also fine.
I feel like Christmas Eve is such a like exciting time of like getting everything ready that I'm just too exhausted by the time it's all done. So Christmas Day, I think for me.
If we had kids, then maybe it would feel like that. But because it's just the two of us, then why not, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Christmas Eve is good. Yeah, it's a good way to start off the holiday.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Butt flap pajamas for adults. Yay or nay?
Butt flap. You know what, honestly?
You know, like where it like opens up the buttons.
You know, honestly, if my boyfriend was wearing it, I would die laughing, and I would probably try and lift it up and just like poke his butt. But that's not a turn on for me. But maybe if I was wearing it, maybe he'd be turned on and it'd be cute. It would be a vibe. Going to the stuff, not a vibe. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
I really don't get the logistics of the butt flap at all. Like it makes zero sense to me as far as being usable for going to the bathroom. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't invent it.
Like a sexy thing, isn't it? Like it's supposed to be like give them a little bit of a taste. I don't know. I've never owned one, so I don't know.
I don't know, but they don't have them in my size on our site, so I don't have one.
It's a sign that we shouldn't be wearing them, and it is what it is.
Okay. All right, deal. We'll leave it to the other girls. So if you're into it, we have them, but I'm out.
I'll try it. But no.
So awesome. Okay. So all right, let's break it down. So I want to talk more about your fashion line. You just started your own fashion line, right? How long, you said, when I say just started, is it really just started, or like how long has it been going?
Yeah, we launched in October.
Okay.
We're on our second collection now. It's just me and my best friend Brittany. We launched it together during the pandemic. We were just like, I've always wanted to have my own clothing line. I've always wanted to do that. I really enjoy fashion as outside and stuff. So it was just something that we discussed, and we've been in lockdown together this whole time. Like she lives in the same building as me, and we were like, oh, let's go for it, because we're like the perfect combination. I'm like fun and outgoing. I have all the creative like modeling background, so I know how it would run from like the marketing and branding standpoint. And then she is in real estate, and she's great with finances. She's really organized. She's like with the logistics, doing the website. So together we've kind of like built this team, and we just put all of our own money into it, and we just set it up. We're actually really not surprised as to how well it's doing, but really happy with it, I guess.
I think it's awesome. And so if you want to follow it, it's Los Angeles _cream, CREME. Lauren, if you're out there, if you can drop it in from the live account. But if you want to follow it, go there. And then the website is, hold on, I'm pulling it up because I realized I didn't get it. So it's creamlosangeles.com, right?
Creme. It's called creme, like creme de la creme, like the cream of the crop kind of thing.
Creme de la creme. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. You can call it cream.
Creme de menthe. I don't know. I'll just have another drink. It'll be fine. Okay. So creme Los Angeles. So then like what is the kind of backbone of the style of the site? Like what can people expect to find over there?
Timeless, nudes, different color nudes, basics, I think at the moment. That's where we're going. Things that you can wear in the house, you can wear multi-purpose, and they make you feel nice, the material's nice, and eventually we would the beginning of the year we plan on extending the sizes, but obviously when you're just starting small, it's just up to extra large right now.
Right.
But yeah, it's basically we want to be all inclusive for every ethnicity, every every size, and like your perfect place that you can go for all different basics, dresses, loungewear, whatever.
That's awesome. I love it. I love the site. I love your Instagram too. It's really, really pretty. And I love how you guys do all of the pictures like next to each other, or where you'll like walk forward and you're right next to each other and you're wearing the same exact thing.
Yeah, people seem to like that. And I think we wanted to do it because we are two completely different people. We look completely different, different ethnicities and different body types. And I think, you know, Brittany has work done. Brittany has a great body and she's relatable for so many women. And then I feel like I'm relatable for so many other women. So we kind of like have a nice little bubble there, but we would actually like to use more different types of models, but obviously with the pandemic it's just not possible. So thankfully we have the two of us that want to get in front of the camera, you know.
Yeah, no, you guys look fantastic, and you're right. I love how it runs the gamut. It reminds me of what we're doing on the lingerie side too, of just like trying to show, you know, all different body types. It's very attainable. It's really it's gorgeous, and I love the nudes. It's so pretty. Like obviously I'm just on it shopping right now, but
but I just honestly I just feel like I talked about this before, but it's really important for women to be represented, and especially when you're shopping, it's so important as a woman to be able to go on the site and see relatable bodies for you. And those bodies can be all different types of bodies, like work done on and all, you know, big boobs, small boobs, tall, small, different ethnicities. Like it's so important to have that representation. And I actually had to address it about the sizing on my Instagram the other day because I've had a lot of messages and people are really excited that, you know, the sizing isn't there, but we just don't have the funding right now to do that. So we have to move slow. So when you're starting like a small business, you want to cater to everyone, but it's just not possible right away.
Yeah, I totally understand. It's like you have to see what things work, and then you figure out, okay, like these core items are really good. We're going to branch out on these, and these ones were kind of the ones that didn't work so well, so we won't invest in that. But
not that accessible to get nice plus size stuff. That's why a lot of people have it. That's why there's a problem in the industry right now. So out a massive budget, you can't create that right now. It's not accessible like it is from small to extra large, you know? So definitely want to do that, but it's finding people who even want to make that. You know,
and actually make the patterns correctly for a plus size body. It's not just about add 3 inches width. You know, you really have to fit the plus size body, or even like when you're sizing down, if you're going to offer the extra small cut, which a lot of times those sell out really quickly, like that can be an issue when they just size down like too small. It's not just about like width or length. It's really the curvature of the body and finding a tailor who can pattern for everyone.
I think it starts to get tricky around a large, honestly. Around my size up, maybe slightly smaller than me, but it starts to get tricky. From like a size I've noticed, because you get lots of different body shapes and sizes, and then as it gets up into the XL 1X, that's when you're really having difficulty. Then if you can't figure that little bit out, you won't be able to figure out the bigger sizes.
No, absolutely not. I think some of the most disappointing things on plus size too is when you get something and it looks nice, but the arms are like massive, like like there's like all this extra, it's like a giant just tube, and there's no tailoring.
Like the boobs are like out here, and they expect everybody that's plus size to have boobs that are literally like jugs. And I get it, people have them, but some people don't. So it's like, how am I supposed to shop? Like they're literally catering everything as soon as it gets to plus size for girls with like really, really big breasts.
Yeah, totally.
And a lot of times it's for like unattainable bodies, because, you know, they're creating it for like the hourglass shape. And great, lots of people have an hourglass shape, but a lot of people don't. And uncomfortable then for plus size women, because it's like, oh, well, if I'm plus size, I still have to have a small waist. I still have to have big boobs, a big butt, and a small waist, but I'm plus size. But no, I have a belly. Like, I need room for my belly. I need room for my legs. I need room for my arms, but I don't need so much room that it's like a friggin' sheet hanging out. So it's like, you know, when we go into the plus size category now, like I want it to be quality. I want to be able to cater for girls that are bigger, and for them to feel like our shop is somewhere
Mhm.
go where they feel the shopping experience is nice. And obviously not everybody can be happy all of the time,
Right.
but try and make sure that we set out with quality, you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's so important. And if you start small and do it right and like build up those patterns, like, and you know, you're doing basics and you're doing nudes and stuff. So it's really like just finding that perfect fit is more important than having, I think, a million options. It's just like, these are the ones that work really well.
Right, because it's, I mean, you could easily go downtown and go wholesale some plus size stuff and we can put it under our name and girls can say that they shopped at our store, but then what? The
Right.
quality, like, I don't know, I don't even know what the quality is. It looks like a tent, like, and then we get a bad name. So I'd rather
Yeah.
say we don't right now until we can do what we need to do and make sure it's proper than just give people something just to say we've got it.
Yeah. No, I think you're doing it right. I love it. I will say, I just want to give a shout out too to Yandy Men, because you know a lot of time we talk about women, and our site up until this year was all catered towards women's lingerie and Halloween costumes and fashion and a bit of fashion, not a ton, that sort of thing. But it's been really cool to expand it from just thinking solely about, you know, Yandy is this brand that's about making women feel amazing about themselves, but really like growing it to be broad enough to be able to carry men's lingerie and men's Halloween costumes. Hopefully someday we'll have swim, and in the same way be able to cater and say like, we're stepping into this realm and we're going through the same thing right now too, of like, we have standard sizes, and I hate that term, but we have your standard sizes for men's lingerie, but we're definitely hoping to branch out even into plus men's at some point. But it's those baby steps too of figuring out what's working and then you know, providing that wider array for everybody. So we'll get there. We'll get there. If you're out there asking about plus men's, we got you. We hear you. It's coming. So what, where do you draw creative inspiration from, both in your line and just like as a creative? I mean, I know you do marketing and you said social, obviously you're a model, but like you're thinking about all sorts of broad things as a business owner. Like what really inspires you?
You know what, if I see images or if I'm out and I see something, I always like take a little mental check or I'll save it on Instagram. And I've also been creative like my whole life. So I feel like I know what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I try and create that back, the aesthetic that I want to see, the pieces that I want to see, and that I know that I would wear. And also from taking my experience as a model and just seeing the pieces that keep coming back every time you're on set, every season, the pieces that come and people like to wear, and seeing what's in fashion. And then also seeing, when I talk to different girls, what they want. Like, what do you,
Maybe what's missing.
like, you don't know unless you ask people. So I think all of that combined together, it just kind of comes in one. But I love imagery. Like, I love to look at different imagery, and I'm kind of moving on to like a vintage kick now, even though it hasn't translated on the store. But I shot some pictures on film when I was in London, and that is so interesting to me, and I really want to explore that space. Yeah. So I'll find some more creativity there, but definitely I just like I look at everything and I just compile it and then spit it out.
I tell you what, if you're into the vintage stuff too, and like kind of with the aesthetic of how you've got like monochromatic or like you know, very similar color tones all grouped together, just watch the first 15 minutes of An American in Paris, the like old one, and there's this sequence of where he's explaining what type of girl his girlfriend is, and the guy will say it's very classic, like it's not, I don't want to say it's sexist, but it's just kind of this archaic view of women, but it's making fun of it as well, because the guy will say, oh, she's really classy, and he'll say, oh, okay, so she's just like this, and the friend is trying to pigeonhole it. And so the girl, there's all these different sequences, and it's on these different sets of like a red background and a blue background and this and that and the other, and he's trying to, the boyfriend keeps trying to talk about how unique she is with all the aspects of her personality, and then the friend is trying to like put her in a box. But the creative part behind it and the color sequence and the ballet stuff, I mean, like, my brain was on fire.
Interesting.
You might enjoy it. You might enjoy it.
Oh.
So quickly, I just want to ask you, like, women in business, women in fashion, what's the biggest thing that you feel like women can do to support one another, both in like the brand space of like building a business, or even just, you know, broader in the fashion realm?
Support small business. Like,
support small business.
Buy from small business, buy from ethnic businesses, buy from women-owned businesses. If you see that a friend is starting a business, post about it, like their stuff. If you can afford it, buy a piece. Like, show support. That I feel like so important, because that's how they end up growing. And, you know, I feel for me personally, I've gone out of my way to support so many brands for free, like giving away my time to shoot for them for free, and like doing everything I can to support, especially women-owned businesses, especially like, even if the store isn't owned by a woman, but the whole team is women, and there's a space to have like more ethnic size inclusion, I am there. So I feel that that's the best way to support women in business, because unless we stick together, we're not going to make a change in the fashion industry. The problems are from men's ideals that have been put onto women. And when we see normal women in the industry, that's what's going to make the change. So then women, the ones that are shopping in the stores, can have better experiences. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, use your expertise where you can. If you're good at social media, help someone with their social media, like figure out ways that, you know, you can support. And sometimes it's not just in shopping. Sometimes it's in giving that like free advice, or calling someone and saying like, hey, I work in e-commerce. Like, how can I help you optimize your shopping experience, or whatever? Just like, you know, I think just sometimes people don't know the questions to ask either. So, you know, taking an opportunity to give like friendly advice and also support one another is so critical to like pull everybody up, you know, so they have a seat at the table.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I know you've done a lot of work as well. You are an advocate and you speak about domestic violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a little background on that? Because I just wanted to share with our audience your some of your experience, and like how maybe, I know the holiday times are often very stressful, and we hear a lot about enhanced stress at home, increased, you know, and even with the pandemic, I think there's a lot of domestic violence that's going on that either is going unreported, or people are struggling in situations where they can't get out where they normally could. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about your advocacy work, and maybe share with our audience some tips and tools that they might not know of.
Well, I guess I'll just start by saying the reason that I advocate for domestic violence or violence against women is because I've been in 2 abusive relationships in my lifetime, unfortunately. The first one was during, like, from somebody I met in college, and then the other one was somebody that I had no idea was a narcissist and an abuser, and it just kind of went poof, like, into my face, when I thought that I'd done a bunch of work to like move forward and be in a space where I didn't have to be with an abuser, or I wouldn't attract that. I think along my journey, I've had a lot of understanding, and I'm still learning. Like, every day I still learn new things. And I don't think that anyone fully is just healed from trauma. I think that you learn like mechanisms to deal with things, and willing and actively processing and able to understand, you won't be able to have like a healthy relationship with yourself or with other people. Yeah, right now, like, domestic violence is at an all-time high, especially with the pandemic. It's almost tripled this year. and you know, people are at home with their abusers, they're stuck, they're isolated, you can't go out to see anybody, there's no way to get help really. But as far as being in a bad situation and being able to get out, there are ways to get out. I have a video on my YouTube which has a whole list of how to get out and the safety measures and how you as a friend can help if you know somebody that's in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to go through, so I won't sift through everything here, but there are a lot of helplines in your area. There's a lot of shelters. The domestic violence helpline is great for the US. You can go on there and you can basically search where you are, and there you can also call them or whatever, but obviously it's difficult in some situations.
Right, right.
But then also if you're a friend or a family member that knows somebody, then there's lots you can do to help. The first thing I always say is like to listen without judgment. That is like the most important thing for a victim to feel, is to be able to feel that they're heard and there's no judgment there. So they feel that there's a safe space for them to continue to speak, and then hopefully open up to the point that you can help them leave a situation, because you can't force them. You can't drag them out, because it's understanding that it's not just physical abuse, it's like mental, it could be financial, there could be kids involved. There's lots of ways that abusers cause this isolation for a victim. So they're like this and they feel that everyone's against them. So it's so important for you as a friend or a family member to make that safe space for them, so then they can feel like they can come to you. And then after that point, creating a safety word. This is something that I talk about in the video. A safety word is something that, like a code or whatever it is between you and that person, to help them when it's time to leave. And then when you know that it's time for them to leave, there needs to be like a safety plan. There's lots of things to do for a safety plan, but again, it is so much to put in like this one live, but there are ways to get out of it. And I think that unfortunately it is a really hard time, and I think about it all the time. I'm like, I can't imagine being stuck with my abusers like right now in a pandemic. Like, what an awful situation. And I think that spurred me to do more and like kind of speak more. And it's also not really knowing like how you can help, other than like giving people advice and kind of talking about it more so people think about it, because a lot of women don't even know they're being abused. If you're not physically abused, a lot of women don't know what abusive traits are. You're being manipulated, like they don't know that they're being abused. They think
physical abuse is obviously easy, well, not always easy to spot, but easiest of the types of abuses to spot or to be able to say. But mental abuse, financial abuse, those types of things, I think a lot of women become, well, they become attuned to it to believe that it's normal behavior. And so showing them
power and control. They don't love you, they don't care about you, they just want power and control. You are their object, you are their possession, and they want power and control because they have none. So they have power and control over you so they can feel some sort of something, whatever their issues are. But to be honest with you, you can't even give the abuser an excuse. They're like, oh, they're mentally ill, oh, they have this. No, they're usually very calculated men. They know exactly what they're doing. And they literally have so many insecurities that they want to control somebody else. And that's why they isolate their partner. That's why they say things to them. That's why the woman thinks that they're crazy when they're not. And they're gaslit to the point that it's like, oh, that didn't happen, but it did happen. No, but it did happen. So you're just like confused. And then you don't have anyone to talk to about it. And then a lot of the times these abusers, everybody else loves them. Their family members like them in a lot of cases. And the woman is just left to feel like, well, I can't say anything because they might have loads of money. They might have lots of status. They might not, but a lot of times this could be in this situation. My family members, my friends like him. I've got nobody to turn to. I don't have any friends or family because he's isolated me from everyone. I've just got his friends and family, and they're making me feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Like, and I have kids with him, and I'm financially dependent on him. There's like lots of things, but there are ways to get out. There is help. Loading.
I'm so sorry. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, are you there? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I caught everything to the end. It was just right at the end what you were talking about, being gaslit and family members and feeling isolated. You know, everything that you just covered, I think is so helpful and so critical. And I think just going back to that ultimate point of if you're someone on the outside who's wanting to help, listen without judgment is so critical. And the first thing out of your mouth can't be, why are you staying? Or you should know better, or why are you there? Like, it really needs to be listening and taking in and allowing someone to process, rather than immediately like, you need to get out of there. Like, allow them to kind of get to that point and use you as a safe space and a sounding board, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
critical.
That's I know it seems so simple, but that's very difficult to do, especially when you care about someone. Like, you want the best for them, and you want them to see what you can see, but they can't a lot of the time. So you have to wait, and sometimes it can be really dangerous, but you just have to try and keep a calm level, even because after they leave, that's when the real work starts. I know being in is terrible, but like the stuff that I've had to deal with after leaving, honestly, sometimes I feel like it's worse than actually being in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, so much weight, so many things to sift through, so many things that I'm still even learning now that I have issues with, that I had no idea came from all of that. And so come up, and you know, it's a lot, and like rebuilding yourself and feeling like just doing like simple things. Like, I felt like the first day that I fully was feeling more safe, like I put a restraining order, and well, I didn't feel 100% safe, but I went to the grocery store by myself and I picked my own groceries. And I sat there like afterwards with all the groceries, and I was like, wow, I got to make my own choices. Like, how simple is that? Like,
right. Things we take for granted.
And it's not only did you take it for granted, but it's like you didn't think that you were ever going to get those choices again. And then it was, oh, what do I want to do today? Whoa. And then it was like, whoa, what do I want to do today? And then it was exciting because I was like, wow, I can do what I want to do today. Like,
that realization must be incredible. And probably a little scary though too, because it's kind of a rebirth. You're like entering the world again and figuring things out again just on your own.
It's scary and exciting, I guess. I mean, I felt weird about it, but at the same time, wow, like this is the light at the end of the tunnel. I have a lot of work to do, but at least it's only me now. At least I know that I have the strength, because I had enough strength to walk away, and I have enough strength to keep picking myself up now, because I got this. I'm good. Like, I don't ever like do what somebody else wants ever again. Like, no. And I think that a lot of women don't see that. They don't see that light. They just think, oh my God, like, it's like Stockholm syndrome. It's like the door, you're in a cage, the door is open to the cage, but you will not walk out of the door of the fucking cage because you want to stay in the cage, because they have messed with your brain so much on top of like physical abuse, whatever, and you just feel like so little and insignificant and just like a shadow of the person that you really are. But it's like, once you get that strength to be like, no, and just walk out the cage, you're just like, oh, okay, this is good. There's a long walk, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. And that's really what I want to show women on social media the most, is that like, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Just look at me. Every day that I'm smiling and I'm showing you things on social media, even sharing my relationship now, like, I hope that is some sort of good, positive space for girls to be like, oh wow, well if she can do it, I can do it. Like
Yeah.
or two. Like if she can go out and do this, I can do it.
Yes. It's incredibly important to have those role models and those mentors, and to be able to have women like yourself also being open about their story, because all of the successes that you have, you've also gone through all of these things in the background. And so having women of any age be able to look at someone else and say, she can do it and I can pull strength from that. And sometimes it is focusing on the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't look left or right, because that's pitch black dark and it's scary. Just focus on that little pin light until it becomes bigger and you're closer and closer and closer every day. You know, and take inspiration from those around you that you need to. And, you know, sometimes people have setbacks too, but just that knowledge and finding that inner strength to just take those next steps forward are so incredibly important.
Yeah, and your support system is so important as well. Like, you know, obviously imagery of girls that you don't know. Like a lot of these girls don't know me personally. Like even though, you know, I'm very smiley and happy on social media, I still have things that I'm working on. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not complete.
We all are.
You know, like I still have things every day that I still discover and whatever. But right. I think that it's really important to talk about your experiences, not necessarily online, but like at least to someone, whether it be a therapist. I think therapy is so important in what that you've dealt with. Therapy is so healthy, and to kind of be a bit more gentle with yourself and be like, okay, it's okay. Like we're having like this baby steps, and I have my support system, and whether that be your friends, whether it be family, therapy sessions, whatever it is, like a workout group, some sort of support system that can be an uplift for you. I think that that's really, really important in any journey of like moving forward, even just from a regular breakup, whether it be like trauma filled or not. I just think it's really great. Like it's really important to have a support system.
You're so right. You have to kind of like, however you want to say it, like whatever phrase, find your tribe, your girl gang, your boyfriends, whatever. Like, you know, you have to have build up that support group. And sometimes for people who are isolated, it is online. I mean, I know Six was on earlier, and she's got, you know, the Sixters, and it's like this online community of all these people who love her, and you have your fans. And so even if you can't be with close to people right now, if it's an online friend group, that's great. Just find a place where you can be yourself and be supported and be able to, you know, speak your truth and express how you're really feeling, and be able to, you know, find support in whoever you need to.
Important with violence against women as well. Like if you're in a bad relationship, there is information online. You can go and look at information online and it won't come up in your search tab. Like you can get rid of it. Like when you type in the domestic violence helpline, it won't come up in your search tab. Like it won't be there. You can even look and search for girls on Instagram like myself. There's loads of other women that will share information where your partner's not going to know about it, and it's a safe space so you can find the right way to leave. I think they need
that's really good to know about the search history. I did not know that. So that's good to know.
Set it up where you go on there and it won't show up, because obviously they know that.
Right.
Controlling abusers, I'm going to call them abusers because they could be men or women.
Right.
Abusers. They can search whatever, like they're very you just might not have any privacy or whatever. So, and that's why I think it's really, really important for like the average person who's been through it to talk about this like publicly, even though it's so difficult. Like it's so difficult to be so vulnerable. But I know that there's a lot of girls that I've already helped, and I haven't even gotten to the place that I want to be as far as like the things that I want to do for violence against women. But if I could just help one person, that's really important. And then if that one person then shares to somebody else who's in the situation, they share me or they share somebody else, and they can find information and things that they can do. Because again, like I said, lots of people don't know they're being abused. Lots of people don't know what a relationship looks like. Lots of people don't have healthy relationships with themselves. Lots of people hate themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't even know how to work on that. So there's and the way society promotes like toxic relationships and cancel culture, and in music and on TV, they're promoting violence all the time. Like it's like romanticized, and it's so great that a guy's hitting you because he loves you so much, or he's having sex with multiple women, and like it's a piece of nothing. And it's just all these things are perpetuating. So how is the average person supposed to know what healthy looks like?
Yeah. And that's the statement of the night. How does the average person know what healthy looks like? Jeez. Well, I think that you're incredibly inspiring. I really appreciate you like sharing with our audience and being so vulnerable, both with our audience and with me. I mean, you're just incredibly inspiring. And the fact that you kind of allow people into your world and are willing to, advocate and share with other people, I think is just amazing. Like, you're a total rock star.
Thank you.
Okay, so, and you know what, guys, if you're watching on the replay, I'm going to drop some links to some of these things in the description. Okay, so I'll find some things for you, some helpful things, and hopefully link you there if you're watching this and you need to share assistance or you need assistance yourself, and know that we love you and support you. So moving on, wrapping up, end of the show, I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. Do you want to play a holiday round of Smash or Pass with me?
Oh, let's go. I love this. Let's go. I liked it the last time.
All right. So I have pulled some holiday versions of Smash or Pass. I don't have a color printer at home, so I'm just going to show them to you on my laptop.
Okay.
But I think it should be pretty fun.
Okay.
So this one is called, hold on. Okay, ready? This one is called Hanging the Mistletoe.
Oh! You know what? Smash.
Oh, she's smashing already. She's smashing already. She didn't even need the description. Well, for those of you who want to play along at home, this is called Hanging the Mistletoe. Why hang the mistletoe when you can be the mistletoe, so to speak? Have your partner kneel down on the bed, leaving enough room for your back to be on the bed with your head hanging back off the edge. Then, as you lay down, wrap your feet around his neck and lift your back. The higher you lift your back, the deeper the penetration and the more intense the pleasure.
Yeah, let's go. Smash.
I would smash this. I would totally smash this.
Go.
I think it sounds like fun. All right, so we're smashing Hanging the Mistletoe. It definitely sounds like a little bit of a Pilates workout too, though.
It does, but at the same time, who's going to say no to an ab workout? Like, I'm not going to say no to an ab workout and an orgasm.
Okay.
Let's go. Like, okay.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay. All right, how about this one? This one is called Oh, Christmas Tree.
Wait, how does this work?
I don't know. I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
I think you got to get it on in front of a tree. So get yourself a tree. Whether you rock around it or leave your gifts beneath it, there's no denying how important trees are to the holiday season. Honor the evergreen by creating a tree of your own. Simply kneel down and face your partner intertwining. Then slowly grind against each other while making out. You can perform the same position with a male, allowing them to penetrate you while you grind. Yeah, because this is two girls. I like these photos because they're very like inclusive.
I'm going to be really honest. I'm not into the girl thing. I'm not. That's just me. That's my personal preference. But I don't understand how a dude would be able to have sex with me in that position. I don't know if I'd get any fun from it. So I'm going to say pass.
You're going to say pass. Okay, that's fine. It did say, oh no, it says same position with a male. I just think, yeah, I'm going to pass too.
It's just in like, no, you're not going to get from that. You're just going to get maybe a little bit of the head. I'm so confused. No, pass. Okay, pass. All right. I'm seeing a lot of passes. Look, my friend live, my best friend, my business partner for Cram, she's in the live right now, and I just saw her Look, she said, I'm starting wine without you. She wants me to go upstairs and have wine with her after this. I see her in the live right now, and she just said pass too. So we're going with pass, Britt.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I see you, Britt. Okay. So here's another one. Oh God. Okay. It's called reindeer style.
Smash.
Reindeer style is just like doggy style, only so much more festive. If you're really freaky, you can even pull out one of those kinky antler headbands and get it on in the spirit.
Yo, I'm smash. Smash.
Would you have sex in the reindeer antlers?
I mean, sure, why not? Smash.
Smash.
It's festive.
I mean, I would smash that too. I think that's pretty good. It's that's a good one. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's try this one. I really did think this true. I tried to make it holiday, not just Christmas. This is called the menorah.
Okay. You need to explain that one to me because I'm also confused as to how the penetration is happening.
Okay, looks like stand-up sex. Imagine you and your partner are two candles in a beautiful menorah, close but not touching until you're lit and your flames become one. Oh, who wrote this? This move is so hot, we wouldn't be surprised if it lasted 8 times longer than you thought was possible. And if you're inclined to invite 6 other candles, invite 6 other candles. Just make sure there's enough gelt to go around. That's hilarious. This is basically like
The thought of an orgy?
This is like standing up sex from behind against a wall.
But she's not even like tilting her back up so then you can like get your dick in there. Like I don't know how to have sex like that. Like no, that's a pass for me. That's a pass. And no, I'm not having other candles to join in either. The answer
yeah, I'm not.
it's
I'm a one and done kind of partner. Okay, let me see here. Let me find one last one. I had a different. Oh, here you go. Oh, that's funny. Okay, last one. This is called the Grinch.
Oh, okay. Wait, is she getting head?
Looks like it. Have your partner stand and then do your best Grinch impression, slithering around on the floor before bringing your face parallel to their crotch. Grinchy may have pretended to be Santa Claus in order to steal presents from children, but your partner won't have to fake anything. Up the ante with a sexy Cindy Lou Who costume, and the Grinch's heart won't be the only thing to grow 3 sizes.
Smash, because that's dumb. Yo, I would just have so much fun just being so extra. I don't know if I'd be turned on though, but it'd be funny.
It's 6 o'clock.
Sorry, my computer talks to me to keep me on task. Yeah, I think well, and I think it's funny. This is asking for a little bit of a Christmas bedroom costume, so could be fun too.
You know what? I'm down for some head, so smash. I guess smash.
Who isn't? If you're saying no to that, we have a whole nother conversation to have. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I just love talking to you. I think if they didn't cut us off at an hour, it would be like 10 o'clock and we'd be still chatting.
Yeah, and people would just be coming in and out of the live, living their best life.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'm so glad you came back. Do you want to come back and chat with me in the spring?
You know I'm down. Just message me. It's fine. I'll come on.
Next time, I'll send you pre-made drinks so you don't have to drink iced tea.
I know. Next time, I won't.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's going to do it for my show today. I hope you guys had a good happy hour. Lauren and Danielle will be on tomorrow doing a try-on haul with some of our holiday lingerie, so don't miss that. And we've got really good stuff on the site right now. The holiday gift guide is up, and it's got something for everybody. So make sure to check that out. Sign up for our emails if you want to get the best deals. And yeah, so cheers, everybody. Stay safe out there. wear your masks. If you don't have one, well, I don't know what's wrong with you, but get one. And yeah,
And
stay
get
home, stay safe.
fed this Christmas.
And with that, we'll call it a show. All right, bye guys.
Bye.